Yeah.
I just put up Bastion's Twitch, bro. What the fuck? He's hot?
He is hot.
I'm diffed, bro.
I told you.
What is this?
I'm telling you, if there's more Paragon streamers that had face cams, they'd probably make more of a name for themselves.
Dude, that's insane.
I really do think cameras help out streams. It adds reaction. I had somebody in chat asking me about, should I do a face cam? I was like, yeah, if you'll learn. It's awkward at first, but then you break into it, and then you can add a reaction to when you get a penta or when you get absolutely creamed on. Like it helps give people like a personality or like something like that.
Yeah, I like going to streams that have like face cams. You just feel that connection. You know?
Yeah, dude.
There's a little bit of connection. You see who you're talking to. You kind of get that little connection. So I like to see people with
especially when you shit talk them too. Somebody comes in, they come after me, and then I zoom in on my face, and I was like, "Listen to me. You bought Blink and Heal when you're the support. You don't get a vote in this community."
Dude, speaking, we're already in the podcast, by the way, guys. There's no intro. We're going straight into. We've been in. We've been in.
Outplayed podcast. I'm your co-host Mike Wolfie. Here's my other co-host Ego, and I don't have to make an actual intro, so we're good.
You like how he takes the reins now? I love it. I
try, but I have to give back the reins. I cut you guys off too much.
I was gonna say, because you said whenever you get pissed. Today was kind of rough, dude.
I think today was the most pissed I've ever gotten on stream, or like not on stream, on Overprime. And like, I didn't get mad because of like what was happening to me. I got mad of the reaction of my team because of what was happening. Like, let me lay down the foundation here. I'm in jungle. We have Zoro and Solo. Zoro says to me, haha, I'm a jungle main. Wolfie, let's give you the reins. You carry the game with jungle. And meanwhile, I was in solo chilling, relaxing. So we do it. We switch up. I'm Fang against the Chimera in the jungle. I get my red. I get my 3. And I'm going to rotate to mid, right? As you do in the jungle. Chimera meets me at the bottom staircase at mid. Immediately, I'm at red. I got my red camp. He's got the blue camp. So he's got a shield and I have damage. So he immediately beats me, right? I'm backing up into my red side. And the mid laner of their team starts poking me.
It was a Wraith, by the way.
Yeah, it was a Wraith, by the way. Yes, he's poking me through the wall. Nothing I can do about it. Marty is last hitting minions. So I'm like, okay, let me get out of my red side, back up, and go to my blue side. So I do that. The Chimera and the Wraith go into my blue side, and they're killing me. And Marty is just last hitting minions. And I'm like, okay. I'm 2 levels down now. It's been 3 minutes. That's okay. Like, these guys are invading. This is competitive, by the way. So, like, it's totally expected, right? I'm not mad at those people for doing that, right? I'm not. But then I get a message from the Marty saying, this Fang is lost, LOL. And I'm like, that's what got to me. Like, if I'm getting like diffed or I'm losing fair and square, fine. It's my mistake, right? I overstepped. Maybe I misstepped. Maybe I missed something. Like, totally, I'll take accountability for my actions, but their mid laner's rotating. You're not even calling missing. You're not following to help me. And every single timer, red buff, blue buff, they were there and they were poking me. The duo even rotated. Their enemy duo rotated to put me in my hole. My duo didn't do anything. And I told Zoro, I was like, listen, buddy, I love you, but this is because you gave me jungle. And I started, I got so...
He was pretty tilted.
I was so mad, I was shaking, and that hasn't happened since like the Gears of War days, you know, like back when Gears of War and Halo were popular. Oh my god, I'm like 12 years old, 13 years old. I was so tilted. It got to me. I told Cordy, I'm like, hey Cordy, I'll play with you in a minute. I have to go cool off. I went to a beer run, got a beer run at the gas station. I had to cool off. I was it was really bad.
Yeah, it does suck too, because like I was watching it and there's nothing he could do. Those guys were in comms, they were a duo together, and it was like constant just pressure in the lanes, and he wasn't really getting any kind of rotations. I think one time they invaded the red buff and the full team, like his team, came in and helped out, able to get the kill, but that was only one time when this happened like multiple times. So it was pretty. We didn't get to see because I think he had his camera over the chat, so we didn't get to see the chat talk, but Yeah, he was pretty.
I tried to do that.
He was pretty
It got to
tilted.
me. It definitely got to me, and it was like it was hard not to, like I'm not mad at the people for invading and doing like that's part of the meta. When you have a jungler who has a smite and the smite is based off your level, it just kind of makes sense to put that person down bad, and it makes sense. Target the guy who can control the objectives. If you control the objectives in this game, you win the game, right? It makes sense. But like when the team doesn't respond, it's okay. I was in silver. I'm in gold. I don't expect much at that level. But when then you start running your mouth,
Yeah.
that's when it gets to me. Oh, I was more tilted I'm getting shit talked than getting diffed. And oh my god. Ooh.
But other than that, how was the rest of your games? How was the rest of your week in Paragon?
We did good. We did played comp with Vet. We were going like I want to say 60% win-loss ratio. Which was good. Vet was solo. Vet was jungle. I was solo. Today with Zoro, I think we won like 85%.
Yeah, you guys are winning.
We were doing really well. I went from silver 3 to gold 3.
And you're mainly playing tanks?
Yeah, just spamming tanks.
Dude, still very good, man. Got a couple light changes, but still very good. But no, I get the jungle issue of like being like, all right, man, you know, I can do a lot in the game, and you know, it is on you, like because you hold the smite to like change the tides or set the pacing for it. But I mean, I've said it on cast before. It's like the support is the support of the carry, but your mid laner is supposed to support your jungler. You know, you rely on them for so much, and especially when you're not in comps, you know, you can't really sync up. Like you'll notice, like the best mid laners, you know, within the game will pick stuff to kind of match the tempo that a jungler like naturally provides. So like, you know, you lock in like the Sevarog, we know it's going to be really good. It's going to scale very well. But that pick is actually significantly weaker in the early game, not just because of the character, but because of the mid lane pick. If you pick a character who doesn't have a lot of pressure, and like, let's say somebody like a Faye or Bellica's really just pushed up into your mid laner, they're going to be able to peek you and see what side of the camp you're on, and that's going to open you up frequently to get invaded, especially if your mid laner is going to be behind on levels. So it is one of those things that is just generally a little bit on the frustrating side, but it's like it's kind of a part of the package. You're having to fight against the jungler for the jungle. There's no like my side of the jungle, your side of the jungle. There's just the jungle, and it's just this constant fight for control over it. And you know, like what you said, dude, having your timers be down packed by the enemy jungler is not only bad because like you get invaded the first time, that dual lane is going to be like, oh, your red buff is free then. You know, that mid laner is going to be able to poke you off your 3 counts and stuff. So yeah. I'm sorry that happened, dude. It's just the overall tough experience I get.
Yeah.
It was wrong.
It comes down to the game too, man. They make it so easy to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
They make it really easy for the jungler to put the pressure and then back, get a little advantage, and then come back and put pressure again because of the mobility around the map, how quickly you can get around the map, and having invades and stuff like that. So it puts a lot of pressure on the jungle.
It's weird too because other MOBAs don't do it. Like I forgot. There's a YouTuber I used to watch on Smite. I want to say Solo Double J.
Yeah.
His name is Solo Double J because he got all the way to like masters by playing double jungle, which means he plays his jungle and the enemy jungle, which means he gets his jungle, he just invades. He doesn't go for objectives, he doesn't gank. Whole idea or identity was to put the other jungle behind because of farm. And when he would do this, he would actively turn the game into a 4v4. In Overprime, if I get invaded, it's a 5v4. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You put me down bad, I have no way to come up. Like, the jungle's down bad, it's still a 4v4 because he's down bad, he's not helping his team has to carry until we get to end game. But in Smite, you get punished for not helping your team and not doing objectives. In this game, farm is farm and gold is gold. It doesn't matter. So if they invade you, you get killed, you lose 7 seconds of farm, you're down a half a level. Then you die again. You're down a whole level. In Smite, there was a way, like, because I guess maybe because the map was so fast, there's no sprint mode or something.
It's bigger map.
The time to get to each camp, you're probably missing out on farm that you could have gotten if you just played the game normally. I don't know. But
another big thing too comes down to destruction, right? Because it's based off of your level.
Yeah.
So if you're getting behind, like if you're 3 levels behind, off the start, then that jungler can just really honestly solo invade you, and he has a better smite to take your buff, to give him more XP and put more you behind on XP and gold. So it comes down just to really bad karma. I never liked destruction.
Yeah, I when after that game, I was considering it. There was also a game I had a few days ago. I was a level 15 Grim against a Shinbi jungle, and I was Grim mid lane. I pressed Q. He got pushed out of the bushes. I ulted him, and then I Q'd the bushes again, and he died, and we got the objective. And I was just like, the only reason we got this objective, the game was close. Like, the only reason we would get it is if we got the team fight, but I actively put him out of the game with 3 abilities. The objective is free. So, like, the more and more I hear about no smite, no destruction, the more and more I'm considering it.
I think it'd be cool, man, because it makes, like, like you just said, if you kill the jungler, then the big objective is pretty much free, right? The enemy team can contest as much as they want, but they don't have that 1,000 secure, that 1,200 secure instantly when they get below that threshold. So it just makes it like, what's the point? Let them have the objective and we'll go do something else. It just, I never really liked that karma since I've started this game. I've never liked that karma. I would like them to do something different and have, like, a true, like, fighting chance to whenever it comes to these objectives.
Yeah.
I feel like
today it definitely made the show.
I feel like, not having that also makes some mages better, that subclass you apparently hate, talk off. But I play Yin mid lane, so obviously I agree with you.
I mean, ADCs are broken. Why play casters,
Yeah, dude, why would I wait for my Gideon rock to come up when I'm going to smack you with my rope 3 times in that time?
Yeah.
Just stonks, bro, stonks. But I think it would also, like, add a little bit more validity onto, like, those, like, large damage characters. Like, in Smite, there's, like, Raw, right? One of the best secures for an objective, one of the best steal potentials for an
I see where you're going. Yep.
Long range, high damage, singular ability that sure is on a cooldown, but that cooldown is necessary because that character has the ability to secure an objective. Now, there's not a mage in the game who's like clicking a button and dropping 1,200. You're not over smiting somebody, but a like mid to late game Gideon, that rock is doing like 600 to 800 at times. Depending on your build
combo.
Yeah, you can get your full combo done. All I'm saying is that, like, without destruction, without that secure, I should say, that it provides, it could open up to make some characters a little bit more valuable. All things considered, I feel like the characters who are going to benefit from it already are, like, decent. Like, Gideon, is picked a lot. He wins a lot. I think currently, looking at the stats, he's the most winning character in the OPL. So, like, generally there's not a case where he's just super bad and checked in the face of, like, a carry, right? Where they're like holding left click and you're like, my space wizard portal will save me. You're out of there. But I do think there's a lot of good that could potentially come out of it. Yeah, Cordy, I agree with your mindset. I saw the YouTube video, I peeped it, and I'm like,
the caster mid.
Yeah, I'm like, he's cooking though. He's right.
It sucks, man.
It made sense, but I didn't want it to.
And, like,
I really didn't want it to. But
I was watching Wolfie, like, periodically when he was playing Ring today, and then I was watching his full Sephiroth game, and he did not build any magical defense. He went 4 items physical deep and built no magical defense, and I was just like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, mages suck. All you need to do to counter mages is get more health. The teardrop item that we have, which is equivalent to Merchant's Joy box for ADCs, it's not good. It doesn't really do much. It's not a good item, so you don't need to build magical defense, so you can just get more health. The only magical defense really that's being built is Shockwave, just because of the passive, because of the AoE stun, not because of the 35 defense you get. It gives you 600 health.
Got a nerf.
Yeah, but it's like the damage, but it's still pretty good. 2-second stun's pretty nuts. But even then, he had 4 physical items deep, and he was still getting hurt by the Murdoch.
I was. He bought chainsaw early in merchants. Like, I think I heard. I was watching your stream actually, and you said ADCs have 3 items to cancel.
I'm gonna say 4 because of crit, but yeah,
crit. Yeah, crit. Ultimately, when crit stacks, you could say 4. But like early crit, I wouldn't count it as an item. But mages have. It's supposed to be teardrop, but it got nerfed to a point where it doesn't feel like it. So all we have is Alchema. It's just it doesn't add up. So
Yeah, so
but if you, it's a sweet delicacy because if you buff the mages, then the tanks might be useless. You know.
I feel like it comes to that sentence like so frequently. I don't want to say like it's annoying or anything. Like it's definitely not, but like that's always like the concern, but it's never quite been at that point in my opinion. So like it's like if we buff assassins, what if tanks become shit? If we buff carries, what if tanks become shit? If we buff, like X, what if tanks become, and I can't remember a period where tanks were like bad, where you were just like, we don't want that. We would rather have like a Bellica solo. It's just for me, it much more is divided upon in the damage dealer role than picking up multiple. So like when ADCs were running rampant, like with like spirit armor on release and stuff, you weren't like getting like, just ADC solo and then like ADC in there, and then you were getting more like ADC within the mid lane. Of course, there's gonna be like the cornball who every once in a while it's like, I'll just take it into the solo, it's whatever. But like at a competitive level, ADCs were just slotting out the mid laner, and then advertently when the what's the item, guys, that does magical damage on auto attacks when it first came out?
Electric Stone. Yeah.
No, the one for mages that
Margotstone?
other one. It takes your mana every time you hit. Margotstone. There it goes. So like when Margotstone came out, right? We still had tanks in a prominent position, but instead of carries, it was the mages who, took over the carry role. Like we were seeing Bellicas in the duo lane. We were seeing Wraiths being brought into the duo lane because they scale off of magical stuff. This might be just my like mild salt about like assassins being so bad, but I don't really think within this game with the itemization, because I've talked about it that the tank items are just really good. I don't think like tank and warriors lives are like ever like on the line, like they're unplayable, because at the end of the day you always need someone to take the damage the other team is putting out. It just slots out whether or not you have another carry or whether or not you have another mage. It's kind of my take on it.
Okay. Yeah, as of right now, for me as a caster, it feels like very underwhelming. That's why I made that video, because I was actually tilted, because I was like, I lost 3 games as casters. I got put in because I didn't want to play rangers. I got my mastery, so I got put into the ranger role. Won that, carried pretty hard. Played another 3 casters, lost back to back to back, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm playing Murdoch mid, and because casters are suck. And then that game, I played Murdoch mid and had like, I dropped 32 kills. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a little highlight reel because of 32 kills. And it's just like, you can feel, I can feel the impact because I played both of those roles. I'm not a main. I don't play ADCs only. I don't play casters only. I think I have maybe about equal. I don't have the game open, but I think I might have equal about a play of each. And I could just feel like more of an impact throughout the game and against tanks when there is multiple tanks on the enemy team. I feel more of an impact rather than a support caster. We have Teardrop, but it's not anything compared to what Merchant Joy Box is, especially when they can auto attack back to back to back to back to back while I'm waiting on my cooldowns as a caster. They have ADCs have Joy Box, they have the Health Shred, and they also have Witch's Vial, which gives them more pin and gives them more attack speed and crit, so they can hit more often. They can stack Joy Box more, and then on top of that, you get your big crit, you get 200% crit damage. So you just do more damage while the casters are waiting on their cooldowns to not do any damage for their health. So right now I've noticed that we're not really building a lot of magical defense, and I saw Whoopi just build 4 physical defense items into the game, and the gadget build wasn't too terrible, but
no,
it's like,
it was just your ult that I was worried about. Everything else was fine. It's when the Murdoch would run at me, and I could buy my team like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
When I would run at the gadget, I could buy myself 10 or 13 seconds. And it's pretty big difference. And when I was watching your video, I think you were like level 7 and you were by the red buff by the Prime Pit. And the Sev jumped out of the Prime Spirit Pit to invade the jungle, and you were there level 7 Murdoch against the level 7 Sev. You were hitting him for 200 and he was getting chunked. And I'm just like, okay, so he's chunking him for 200 every second on the second, or he could chunk him for 600 and then wait 8 seconds. To
Oh,
do
I don't
it
know if
again.
I'm doing that much damage that early as a caster though. 600?
Then it might be a different level. Like, maybe no. Maybe we do like 500, maybe
No,
500 or 400.
that early, I'm not too
Uh,
sure.
I don't know, but
So
like either way, you were doing like 200
Yeah.
consecutive
Yeah.
every second, and I'm just like, yeah, like a DPS standpoint, statistically speaking, 200 per second is better than 350 every 6 seconds.
Mhm.
You know, like
yeah.
And also, if I hit that ability too, sometimes if you miss your ability, then you're just fucked.
yeah, you're just dead in the water.
226. Sorry, I'm doing Cordy's profile math right now because I actually got a little bit curious on which one he's playing. But also, I think we did talk about it a little bit last week. Was that like it's also kind of the job though of the mage to do the team setup stuff. Like ADCs just are going to have superlative damage, right? They're always going to be able to like put up more numbers on your forehead than a mage is going to be able to do. But Gideon, great setup piece. Bellica has a good amount of damage, but it's very bursting. It's not consistent damage, but she can very much so take somebody out of a fight. Howitzer, good AoE space damage in order to like deny space or to punish somebody for all-inning without having that positioning lockdown. I mean, you're a big Faye fan yourself. We don't need to talk about what she normally is going to be bringing to a team fight, but I do like see when you're like solo queuing, I do see the point in, especially like if you feel like you need to carry your games, because I mean we've talked about the state of MMR within this game before, but if you feel like you need to carry your games, then you should just be playing a carry because they have the best chance to do that. No pun intended. But like a mage does have like a lot of value, but it's just that value isn't as evident if the rest of your team is like throwing, right? Like you can hit the sauciest get in ult of all time, and if you're like Murdoch is like this minion's fucked, like it's like on like CSing while you're in the middle of like setting up, it just it just doesn't matter really as much. So I definitely do get it. I kind of want to ask you like, if you could change something in the game, that's not sprint mode, if you could change something in the game, like the biggest thing that you think would like benefit it or make the meta better or just generally like make the experience better outside of sprint mode, what would it be? Like
It would be destruction.
Curveballing you. Destruction.
Yeah, no, I've had these two things I've had since I started playing the game, because I come from Smite, 10 years of Smite, come into this game, and I played OG Paragon, but I played a lot of Smite, come into this game, and I've never liked destruction, I've never liked sprint mode since I've been playing this game. I think they never had a good solution to destruction. At one point, we had it to where, multiple people would buy destruction so they can, kill the thing. Then they made it to where, you guys remember that? Even the support would get it.
I remember. Wheat Farm remembers.
3, 2, 1, 5-man Smite, 5K.
So that was a thing. Then they made it to where if you bought multiple, then it hurts your Smite. So new players would fuck you over without knowing that they were fucking you over.
What do you mean by would? Still do.
They still do. You're right. They still do. New players don't know. They don't. That's stuff is like. There's a lot of detail on that stat. Whenever you hover over, it's like it's too much to read, and it doesn't tell you if you buy this, then you're nerfing the damage overall of the Smite. So I've never liked that karma. But you got to figure out. You got to find something. I would like to go back to gemstones and find something to where you can have an item, either make a brand new item that you do extra damage to the jungle, that's the passive with good stats, or go back to gemstones where you get like a flash on that while also doing extra damage to your jungle cancel or something like that. Yeah. But I never liked destruction.
I feel like if they added a gemstone that was like, to keep it from being abused by other lines, is like your damage increases the jungle monsters for the amount of time that you've been in the jungle. It would encourage people to commit to clearing out the jungle a little bit more, but also it wouldn't make it, for Greenstone, right? Greenstone we had in the game, and everyone bought it after like a week. Everyone's like, this is just the better, the better starting item. You come in, you get some shield, you get some HP 5 to sustain yourself in lane, and you just, sit there and look at the other guy and just be like, I'll be here. I'll stay around. But yeah, I also would like to see a return of some type of starting item that does get rid of Smite. Just also because like it is such a feels bad as a jungler, and I think Wolfie will be able to agree, when you lose an objective, right? And your team, like, it is like 5 of us are here, 5 of us are here taking this objective, but the enemy team's Feng Mao blinked in silence and stole it, and that blame is 100% on you. Like it is just squarely on your forehead that that happened. And I feel like it would encourage like a lot more team play and understanding of like doing stuff like playing the space around an objective, setting up blockers so that people can't just freely walk into the prime pit and that type of stuff. Also,
Yeah.
also, I did the math. I hate to break it to you, bro, but you're like a mage main, dog.
Yeah, and you guys think I'm an ADC main. It's because ADCs are so good, and I look good when I do it.
You do, bro. You do. You look amazing because I did the math while we were here. You have 185 hours on ADCs. You have 230 hours on mages.
It's all the Faye and the Gadget he's been spamming.
On the top 10, bro. Faye and Gadget aren't even in this like top 8.
Thank you.
I know, really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Gideon
and
Belica probably.
Yeah. Are those your guesses? Are those your?
I know Gideon is for sure. I don't know about Belica.
I'd say I'm speaking a lot of Belica. There's a lot of teardrop Belica on his YouTube.
That's true. His top.
There's teardrop Belica on my YouTube.
It's Gideon and Belica.
I'm pretty sure. I might be tripping.
I don't think I've ran that in so long. Yeah, I'm not an ADC main. I mean, I don't even classify myself up as a main. What's my hours in like the warriors and assassins? I feel like
it is such a huge drop off.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah,
it's like 85. Like it's
total.
I think I saw you last week. You played Rampage in the solo lane, and I like sat up in my chair and I was like, all right, how's his lane control? And I'm like, how's he gonna like cycle his abilities? What's his man and his health regen management look like? I was like so excited to see how you would handle yourself in the solo lane.
11, 12, 13, 14.
And you absolutely diffed him because you were Rampage.
Oh, okay, whatever, dude. Whatever.
A warrior doesn't pop up on your playtime for most time played until 15 on the list. It's pretty. There's a pretty stark diff in what you like here. I'm looking at it. You're like, guys, what would Cordy do? Apparently, Cordy would play a damage dealer and start killing people off the lane.
That's all I do, man.
What Cordy would do.
I got to. That's how I got to do it. But yeah, I don't.
Seriously curious.
That's the same way in Smite too. Like I played. So when I first started playing Smite, I stuck to the hunters. That's the carry role in Smite, and I think it's because I come off of like shooters because I play a lot of Halo. So I played a lot of Rangers, and that would be my main thing. I just only play Rangers, and then I started like branching out, playing into casters or to mages. So I like to classify myself as a backliner main. I can play mages and ADCs, but
okay.
So when I complain about like certain roles for the backline, it's like when I say that ADCs are strong, I play a lot and I know that they're strong, and casters are weak because I know that they're weak. Coming to Smite, dude, casters or mages in Smite are so good. They can help carry the game.
Morgan, yeah, like there's this, it's like it's not only just the damage they do, but their kits are like at times so intricate that like they set up while doing a lot of damage and stuff. But they also have stuff that is like, they have like mage assassins in Smite that aren't shit, like Paul the goat, my king, hands up, like took the Morgan into like 2 world championships and like dubbed up both of them with like a 9.2 KDA because the character is so versatile.
Paul's good.
Paul is the reason I became a mid laner. Like Paul is why I left the bushes in the jungle and was like, I want to do that instead. Dude is so spiced. If there was like a Morgan adjacent character in this game, I would literally have to be playing in the LPL. I'd be getting drafted.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Switching to other characters.
Yeah, dude. Like, okay, Wolfie, are you familiar with what the Morgan does?
Yeah, she picks a character on on your team and their team and takes their kit, right?
Yeah, you turn into the character items and all for at like max rank is for like 12 seconds.
Yeah, I know. It's BS because like if you're down bad, you just ult whoever's the most fed on the enemy team and you just wipe the floor.
You just diff. It's so
I hate it. I know. She used to be very strong and like I played a lot of when I played Smite. I played a lot of 3v3s. I'm a big fan on 3v3s. I love that. Yeah. I need that to come here on the same level. I want to have a team-wide objective. I want small mini buffs. I want small camps. I want that so bad in this game. But yeah, Morgan was like so prominent in the 3v3 because back in Smite, when I played, it was an attack speed meta. So it didn't matter whether you had crit or not. Tanks were useless. So Morgan would be in the game. She'd dump her kit, pop her ult, take her ADC or my hunter, and then go after and just wipe the floor because it was attack speed meta. It didn't matter if you were a tanky or not. So I'm sitting there like a Cerberus, or I'm sitting there like a tier, and I'm just like, I can't do anything because it's just, I hated the attack speed meta.
You give me such tier main energy. It's insane.
It really does, right?
I used to
You
jump,
like you said
I used
tier,
to
I'm like,
jump
of
over
course.
the wall, and I would call myself the nub because he doesn't have a hand. It's just a
The
nub.
nub.
So I would call myself the nub, and I was like incoming nub.
were
I'd
canceled.
jump over the wall, and then I would just knock somebody up 3 times, and I was like, "You're afraid of somebody with one hand? Why?"
Yeah. Okay. Question. Who do you guys think? Because now it's like a mini game. Who? Let's do Cordy first because I don't want to be a pick me like Wolfie. Who do you think? So we know his roles. Who do you think Cordy's main was? Like, who do we think like had
My
the
most
hours?
played, yeah, most played, not main.
Most played.
Most
Most
played.
played. Who do we think is most played in Smite was? Now this is hard, bro. This is how well do we know?
Well,
Or
bring it down
guess
into a role, like a character. What kind of class are we talking?
Okay, yeah. Let's say. Tell us if it's a mage or a hunter.
It's a hunter.
It's a hunter. Oh my god.
I started
okay.
playing Smite as a hunter, so it's a hunter.
Oh, he started playing as a hunter. Okay.
Yeah, because I watched
Okay.
Barracuda, and
we-
Zatman.
Wait. Oh my. Wait. You watch Barracuda? Is it
Yeah, I
older?
used to
might
play
be
that for
older.
Barrac.
Is it somebody that was like vanilla on Smite, or like were they just?
I can't give you multiple.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys got to
okay.
work for it.
It's a
like-
hunter. It's a hunter.
200 characters in that game.
Yeah.
Let me think. All right, I'm gonna guess 3.
There's 200, but there's only like 30 hunters, 40.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I think most of the game is casters. I'm gonna guess Izanami, Hoi, or Hachiman. Is that who I'm thinking about?
Hachiman, he rides the
dude.
horse, has a banner and dashes.
Yeah.
Because I know he was pretty strong in like.
We're doing 3 guesses, okay.
I'm gonna go 1 because
Yeah,
I
1.
believe in myself and I.
And you're not looking up Smite Guru, are you? I mean, that's
No,
totally
I'm
not what you're
looking up
doing.
Smite Guru. No, I'm not looking up Smite Guru. I am 100% looking at the hunter list of the hunters in the game.
Let me look up
'cause
Smite
I
Guru
do-
just to confirm myself.
Yeah. I am 100% looking up the hunters list.
I swear,
to,
if it's
like,
like
get an
Smite,
idea.
I'm pissed if it's like.
Okay. So like, this is low-key kind of tough. The thing is, there's not that many hunters. There's only like 20. So like, oh man, if I'm guessing 1, and this Cordy's kind of old, so like it's an old hunter.
I just surprised myself.
On Monday, by the way. Chat and YouTube.
Ian,
Happy
you
birthday,
guys-
35,
Yeah.
Cordy.
Happy birthday,
Woo.
Cordy.
He's old. That's fucked up.
Still a better gamer.
that is true.
Yeah, but did you kill me though? No. Okay. I'm going to say, bro, you give me such fundamentals energy. And if you're a Barracuda watcher, all Barracuda does is farm until 58 minutes in the game and like then pop off. So what character does that? I would probably say you were an Artemis player, if not Artemis.
Ooh, I forgot about her.
Yeah, you're different.
Maybe Apollo too. Apollo's been strong off rip.
Yeah, Apollo's been good off rip, but oh my god, I want to say Artemis, but Artemis doesn't have a lot of mobility, so I think that he would play a mobility character though. So, I feel like it's Artemis or Izanami, and I don't know which. I
definitely
believe in
Artemis.
myself, and I have self. I'm going locking Artemis. I'm
You're locking
in
Artemis?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
what
locking in Artemis. I'm not guessing 3. I respect myself.
So none of those are right.
Scotty?
Apollo is my 3rd most played.
You look like an Apollo main, you son
Yeah,
of a.
you wanna
Medusa.
fight against this guy.
Medusa is my 2nd most played because I played a lot of Xbox.
I forgot about Medusa.
She was
hate
nuts when she came out.
Yeah.
You look away on Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I played a shit ton of
you're just
Medusa. You couldn't turn around. You just fucked.
Oh my god, dude.
My
But
most
this is why my
played.
sensitivity is like 1 billion.
Yeah. It was so fun. Whenever she came out, people just couldn't turn around. Just always stoned console players. It was BM.
Then you just like swing. You like, I sup on them during you diff. It's insane.
Most played though is Rom. He is a
Of
late game. He
course.
farms hard, and late game he
Yeah,
shreds.
of course. It was literally between him and Artemis because I'm like, Corday playing carry is
Rama?
literally sitting around and ramping until he just wins the game.
I thought
Of
Rama was like one of
course.
those ADC like hunters that was like you played him because you could land the ultimate without hesitation.
That too.
Not
I was
because-
skilled, baby.
Not because like he was like friendly to new player. You know what I mean? So I assumed it was like somebody who's like, no matter what, you're solid. It doesn't matter what level of the game you're at. I figured it was something like that. Like Artemis, you press ult, you win the game. They can't do anything.
It used to be Apollo for a very long time because of Barracuda, but it was just really fun. Like Rama's just really good. His steroid.
Apollo is just like the Barracuda
He
staple,
is,
bro.
yeah.
Barracuda just sits in lane on Apollo and then ults to your team fight. It's nuts, dude.
I hate Apollo. I hate him. He's like the twin blast of this game because of his voice lines. When he runs at you, and he's just like, I feel like I'm getting bullied in high school again whenever Rama shows up in my lane.
All right, so that's okay. So that's my top player or my top god. What about let's go over. We'll go Ego next.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
what class?
yeah,
first
what class are we in?
Well, so
Mid.
fun fact, for a couple, it's an assassin.
Assassin, okay.
And I was the top ranked console player of this character.
You were the top
for 2
ranked
weeks.
Morgan. You're a
For
liar.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2
Assassin,
weeks.
top ranked console player. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me pull up the assassin thing.
Pull up the assassins. Pull up the assassins. Pull
I
up.
want to say, you look like a Loki main because you play.
And
Kalani.
the thing is, if I tell you the content creator who inspired me to play the, okay, do you guys
No,
want to hint?
no.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay,
don't.
okay.
I think that's good because console players are very limited on who they choose because of AoE abilities and lock-on abilities.
Yep.
So I need to find an assassin who is older who has lock-on abilities that are good for
Loki.
console.
Loki.
Keep in
Loki
mind, though,
got
I'm not a
reworked
fossil.
though.
You're not a fossil? Okay, that's a shot at Cordy. His birthday's in 5 days or 4 days.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, you're also like 32, Wolfie. All right,
What
it
the-
could be you.
Oh,
My
you know,
Smite
my hair is
doesn't.
black and not gray yet.
My God, this
I
isn't
want that
working.
33%. You're diffed.
I want to. You play like a Loki main. I hate those sons of
You
bitches.
are such a what?
Dude, I hate them. They're like a better version of Kalari. I'm trying to think of what other assassins were early enough in the game, but they were prominent throughout like most of the.
Be better. Pure can also verify this. He could also attend to this because it was all I played, bro. It was all I played.
I need to pull up a list of the assassins. I can't think of the assassins. Right now.
Listen. If you get wrong, Wolfie, I'm coming for the 33.
No, it's my 33. Get outta here.
Okay, so I'm thinking it is an ability character, ability assassin. That's the route that I'm going to go with because lock-on abilities and AoE abilities. So it's going to be somewhat easy. Let's see.
It's probably Ratatasker, you fucking furry.
You furry?
It's gotta be. Hold on.
Okay, I'm only going to give out one answer. Oh, this is so close.
I'm going off 3.
You going to do 3?
I'm doing my 3.
Okay.
Because we can't both do 3 because there's only like 15
Yeah.
in the game.
I'll do one answer, but I'm gonna toss another one that I think it could be. So I think it could be Fenrir. Fenrir, but I'm tossing him away. I think you were a Hunbets player. Wait till Wolfie does his before we go.
Loki, Thor, or Ratatasker. Yeah. One of those 3. 100%.
Those are locked in.
Locked in.
Those are for me. Those are locked in. Yeah.
I'm going
Okay,
Hunbets overall.
You guys are both completely wrong.
Fuck.
Does she have a bunda?
Dude, I was in a Willix player.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, I was actually gonna
watched
say Willix
Sam-
too.
I watched Sam for Soccer play the character, and I fell in love, bro. I'm like,
Damn.
it goes through the wall.
You love characters with a whip. You love them.
And the
Characters
skid
with whips
too.
You falling for.
She kind of
Dude,
thick though.
Literally, my patented thing I would do was I'd make
She's so easy.
I'd make Pure go support with a knock up like Cerberus or somebody. And I would lurk his lane, knock up. Welcome to the jungle. We got fucking
Yeah, I
games.
should've picked a Wheelix.
Yank. Dude, Sean knows me, bro. I saw it in the comments. I'm like, dude, he's tuned in to what I like. I liked the character. Like, I liked the damage. It was easy, right? I was on console. I could click a button and lock in, jump over you. But also, it was a skill shot because her Panther 3 goes through all walls, and it's a knock-up as long as it doesn't hit them head on. So I'd like snipe people from walls, and if I saw the damage numbers pop up, I'd just ult, trusting that it was a knockup. You could pull them through walls for shit. So it was like, oh man, it was so much fun. So yeah, I like grinded that character to like literally number 1, and then like low-key burned out in the process, and it was gone after a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Sean knows me. I saw it in the comments. He was like, he's in a Wheelix, man. Look at the tight buns. He's like, dude, he's right.
That's tight buns.
That's also like my week. Like in the future, if we get each other's mains and something, I only really main characters I find attractive most of the time.
Keep that
so
in mind.
like,
Do you think Morgesh is attractive?
Oh my
god,
he's
weird,
bro.
Hey, Willix is understandable. Morgesh,
Morgesh looks like there's crust in places there shouldn't be.
You keep my wife's name out of your mouth before I Will Smith you. Who do you think you are?
Will Smith.
I'll find you.
All right, let's go. Let's get fucking Wolfies now.
Can't believe he disrespected me with a Ratatasker guess. That's insane.
Because he was busted for like the first 4 years of the game.
He was nuts when he came out.
I'm sorry that I played skill-induced characters.
Yeah, Wheelix, 2 lock-on abilities and a leap.
I will tell you. I will tell you now. Before Wolfie was a thing, like I was Wolfie before streaming and all that. I had like so many usernames. I went through identity crisis. I used to have an identity crisis on Xbox where if I played the game, I would get every single achievement. If I couldn't, I'd make a new gamer tag and pick a different game. So I had big self-esteem issues in high school. But anyway,
that's very unique.
Before Wolfie, I played Smite, right? So keep that in mind when you're guessing my mains. My mains were tanks. Yeah, I want to say tanks or warriors in Smite. I did start out with an assassin, and I didn't know how to play MOBAs back then. And I picked it. I'll tell you who that is after you guys give me your guesses.
So, am I guessing a tank warrior or assassin here?
Start with when I started to learn MOBAs, tanks or warriors, solo laners.
So,
actually, that's not a good. Yeah, so in Smite you can play whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Give me a class.
Hey, tanks, warriors, physical damage or magical damage. What are the other? Because I used to flip flop between 2.
Okay.
Well, we know you're a tier sweat, so like.
That's one of them. Yeah.
I think I have it. I think I have it locked in already.
Bro,
he seems like a spammer.
I have brought it up. I have talked about it.
You have
on this podcast about who I love from Smite.
It's a warrior, isn't it? It's a warrior, isn't it?
I'm gonna say King Arthur, dude. You seem like a spammer.
No, it's not that.
What?
It's not that. Wolfie doesn't have the technical skill.
There's no tech. You face roll.
Bro, you do low-key. You do let him rip.
You face roll that character, dude.
Out of warriors. Okay, so I'm guessing one once again. Looking at I'm going to say you.
Hold on. My character, it's not a warrior. It's a guardian.
It's a guardian.
Oh, so I need to go to a guardian.
No. But also warriors. King Arthur is not my main.
Is your warrior main Hercules?
No, I have more respect than that.
Bologna? More respect?
The knock-up dash back ult is such a BM. No way.
Guardians?
You know what? You're a chalk player.
Wait, no. We're talking Guardians.
I do have him diamond.
I also have shock good diamond.
For Guardian, and you're a soul laner?
King Arthur was my top 3 warriors for sure. So you're close.
I mean, solo Guardian is pretty easy. There's not
Guardian.
It's got to be Xingtian. He's like the only one that's like really a damage.
I was gonna guess Xingtian, but like, I low key, I think he's a Serbi.
Okay, this is before Wolfie. Okay.
Yeah, but am I right?
He's like top 5.
Oh, you're capping, bro. If it's not that, then it.
Ooh.
Okay. Final lock-in, Sobek.
I was going to go that route too.
Cheater. No, pick something else. Don't look at chat. Stop it. They're going to spam whatever.
I'm not looking at chat, bro.
They're going to spam whatever guardian they can think of in the moment.
He's like, whatever's an animal, bro.
I mean,
Don't listen to my
Jormungandr is like a
girlfriend and tell you that.
true solo warrior or guardian.
But he did come out late.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna
I
go.
was an Achilles.
I
man.
started playing Smite when they came out with. I started playing Smite religiously when they came out with. Who'd they come out with? They came out with. I want to say Set and Horus.
I'm a Set Horus.
Set and Horus. They came out together. That's when I started playing the game seriously.
You know what? Oh, I got it because you have mentioned this character, Ares.
Okay.
Oh,
you go.
the Ares lock-in is probably pretty safe.
Locking it in.
Okay.
For a Guardian, Ares lock-in is probably pretty safe. Fuck, no, I want to say Ares. But I've seen his habits. I'm going to say Bacchus.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The personal
That's
influence.
too real.
Okay,
Okay, so yes, Cordy is right. It is Ares.
yeah, okay.
He has
okay,
mentioned, I
yeah,
remember he
that's
talked about Ares crippled a lot.
I want a character that literally just reapplies, hey, you can't leave, stay here. It would be great on Soul Lane specifically. But Ares was my Guardian main. For Warriors, it was Tyr. Yeah, I gave that away.
Tyr is definitely spammable as well.
He's so
Yeah,
much fun.
Tyr.
I love stance changes, but King
Yeah.
Arthur, you have to think too much. I mean, you could face roll, yeah, but you also have to face roll in the right order. Like it's
Not really. Not necessarily.
I don't know. Like I couldn't do it in a manner that would keep them there. If I did face roll, they would get away from me. I wouldn't be able to kill them. They'd walk away at like 1 health.
Yeah, but don't you like let it rip behind them?
It's Beyblade
You
behind him.
try, you try, and maybe Soul Leader keeps you alive, but probably not. You know.
I mean, you have 17 abilities. Yeah, I would hope. I will say, guys, emotionally, I haven't moved on from Chauncey sniping that I'm on a Willix main. It doesn't say it on my face, but also Wolfie being an Ares main.
I
Oh,
did
he
start out
makes
with
so much
Ymir,
sense.
Sean. I did start out. Everybody starts out with Ymir. You have to. He's like the first
He's
guardian
basic,
in the game.
yeah. Basic character.
But I was nutty with those walls, dude. My Ymir walls were game changing.
And you don't like Aurora?
It's because Aurora
What?
is garbage, dude. You saw how I
Oh
played in the
my
OPL on Tuesday?
God, bro. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but since
Oh,
you
yeah.
did,
How'd that go?
Oh my god. All right, so listen.
How did it go, Cordy? How did it go, Wolfie?
Listen,
So you subbed for an OPL match.
I subbed for Philly or Filton. He's the main soul laner for Team Duality that plays in the OPL. I'm big, like as everybody knows in chat. I think I've said in the podcast. I'm pretty friendly with the guys in Duality. They're great guys, and I love the guys. They help me out. We get some great times together. The veteran, the team captain, asked me to be a sub. So I was like, "Are you sure? If I'll be there if you need a body." And he knows I play a lot of solo, and I can hold my own. I don't want to say I always beat you or I always make you feel sad, but I definitely know when I can pick you or when I can go after you or when I can stay back. I know how to change my play style, I guess. In the laning phase, I was Aurora versus an Adele. I'm not going to tell you who the other team or who the other solo laner is. I don't want to show out shade. I'm winning the lane for Aurora versus Adele. He hits 6. All of my effort is gone. All of it's gone. She hits 6. She roots me. She silences me. She ults me. And I'm walking to my tower limping. Like I can't make it. Like I'm going to die and keel over any second. I loved the laning phase in the game. But when it came to that 6-minute mark when the Prime Spirit spawns up, I did not like the game. It was literally just run around, try and pick somebody to go for a team fight. I wasn't farming, I wasn't microing, I wasn't macroing. It was literally for some reason the OPL, because it's so fast paced and it's all about snowballing. You literally, as a soul laner in the OPL, it's throw your health bar, throw your ultimate. And I got 2 4-man ults. The first one I was super late. My whole team died and I 4-man ulted people. It was embarrassing. The second one. The second one I landed it, we killed the whole team. It was fantastic. I got that fixed, dude. I got that competitive drive. Oh my God, I'm the GOAT, you're all trash. I loved it, dude, I really did. But everything else about the experience on the OPL side of things, I'm like, this is not for me. This is not for me. And I it was a fun time, but it was also eye-opening to realizing where I stand in the food chain. It's a lot lower than where I thought.
He's like, bro, I thought I was a shark. Why am I Nemo?
I'm like a little fucking guppy running around. It's bad, but Um,
Oh shit, that's
that
fucking
yeah,
funny.
my whole experience with it, like the sad part is, I asked everybody on the team. I was like, guys, how did I do? What did I do? Where was I? Where can I improve? Blah blah blah. And they all said it was your first OPL game. You did fine, and I have never been so tilted because I wanted honest. Like, you're an idiot. Why? Like, I watched the game back. I watched it twice the day after. Okay, I'm watching your broadcast. I was at the 3 camp, and I looked in my solo lane. There was 2 people there. I looked in the mid lane. There was 1 person there, and then there was 1 person in the duo lane. And the jungle was taking the red camp right behind me. And I'm out here strafing at a wall like it's squaring me up, dude. Because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I have 2 people in the solo lane. They need to farm. Like my team made the call. Give up your solo lane. Let those 2 people farm. They need the farm. You can't go to mid lane because you don't want to split it with the mid guy. You can't go to duo. You can't split it with him. And then I got the jungle taking the red behind me, and I'm just squaring up with the 3 camp. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up, but I'm gonna wait for my jungle to get here to get the XP and the gold. I'm just gonna sit here. I was lost.
Oh shit! I was squaring up the fucking 3 camp. Is insane.
All of my skill just shattered. You could call it nerves. Maybe it was nerves, but like all of it, all of my decision making, my placement, like just gone. And I was just, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the call is. So
yeah,
I got too nervous.
It's a different monster, man. Coming from like casual play, never being like in a competitive MOBA experience to going into a competitive match until MOBA. Those like 5v5 customs are different.
It's like Cordy said, dude. It's like a whole different monster, man. Like
it's so fast.
It's so
fast.
quick because you get so much advantage on like a part of why it is so fast. And I like say this on cast, and me and Cordy, we cast together, so we'll talk about it. It's picks for the sake of objectives. That way you have prio. And the reason things feel so fast, in my opinion, is because comeback times are so quickly. If teams do not act it immediately, that advantage you get is gone. So like if you get killed off somewhere, it's a 4v5 for about 15 seconds. We need to already be invading something. Like we don't have the time to be like, all right, let's set up and like check and like deward this, and then like maybe go for an invade. It's like that person we just killed is going to be back in a fight in 23 seconds with travel time. You are invaded now. It needs to happen now.
That's why I like when I'm having a fucking stroke squaring up the 3 camp, I'm just like, I'm losing so much.
Oh yeah.
And that is what, like, it's crazy to me because like I was I think the first Prime Spirit, I'm against the Adele. Like I said, he roots me, he ults me, he silences me. I'm walking back limping. He kit dumped me and karma dumped me. I'm back. I'm backing to heal. By then, they already took the Prime Spirit. And the idea was to kit dump me, make me back, take the Prime Spirit so I can help my team. And every single objective, I was either early or I was too late. And when I was too late, it was like 3 seconds. It wasn't anything substantial. Like, I know I look at the little circle on the minimap, right? And I'm just, oh, it's okay. It's almost full. It's gonna spawn. I should be there. And I haul my fat ass over there. And as I'm in my way, 2 people are dead, and we have to give it up. So, I was livid. The next day, it ruined my day. I was like, I was late to every single objective. When I was early to an objective, the entire enemy team stopped doing the objective and just pushed me off and killed me. It's not like they pushed me off because they saw me. They saw me, and I got like 7 ults. And they dumped their kit on me. I'm dead. Now it's a 5v4, but they can still get the objective.
Dude, it's... Cordy, I wanna hear like kind of your take on it. We talked about like it briefly and stuff before, but I don't think we ever got like a concrete answer. My opinion on what like sets OPL away from like normal competitive play is the pacing around like invades and stuff. Like even when like we happen like Wolfie play against the Mad Focus stack, and I'm like, I went like 5-1 in the solo lane. I'm like, I have the diff. We lost the game, but I was like, I have the diff. And the like dude messaged me. I was like, okay, dude, GG. I'm like, yeah, man. Felt like I did well that game. He's like, well, my job was to just make you late to the objective. And I like thought about it, and I'm like, I was behind on every objective rotation because I stopped to fight you. And he's like, yeah, like, you're Aurora. We don't want you to ult the objective. So I just made you late to every objective. I went 0-4, but we had 3 fire spirits. And I'm like,
yeah.
Holy shit. I did not have the diff. I was diffed. And it's like, yeah, it has so much to do with like objective timing, and it immediately, like, the thing is, like, those times that you died and they started like invading or going to an objective, they were starting it with the like awareness that like you are going to be killed off. So they need to be already moving because they don't have time to waste, because you're an Aurora, right? You pop in, you ult an objective, and the team fight's bad all of a sudden. But like, Cordy, you've casted, viewed, and played one time, you know, in that 5v5, you know, with the vintage bottom 10. Bottom 10. We remember wheat farms. What do you think like the difference is between like, you know, like a comp like plat lobby and like that 5v5 like play?
Communication, yeah. Like being the right targets, having that, focusing the correct people, and having like everyone run as a unit and making these plays. Like what we said, he kind of went in, got poked out, then it could have been, you know, great communication by the enemy team to see that he was in a bad position, so they pushed him out of there, and then after that they have the advantage now. They have the position, they can take the spirit, but communication is just really huge, and versus like ranked casuals and versus competitive.
They get a little bit from that, but Wolfie, I am very happy that, like, you know, you didn't get a taste, dude. I was hoping, you know, you'd have a good time and stuff, and then you'd like contract yourself to the good cause.
I don't know, like, it wasn't the laning phase. I enjoyed because it was a competent soul laner and I was getting tested. I enjoyed that. But once it's 6 minutes, dude, it's just a free for all. It's whoever gets the ult off, whoever gets like the engage off, and it was like frustrating to me because the entire laning phase, the Adele is sitting in her tower. She's hiding. She's not fighting me. I'm pushing her back. Like the Adele's early game is so bad that anybody could beat her. And I'm doing it. I'm doing my job. And then it came to the team fight, and the Adele ult is just better than Aurora's because Adele does damage and zones. Aurora just kind of zones or CCs. Like, it doesn't do much damage. And then you factor in the wall. Dude, I walled off my team, I think, twice. It was embarrassing, dude.
I do have the clips. I was going to send them to Cordy, but I decided I loved you more than that. Send me my 33%. Yeah,
dude. Chad, if you're YouTube, everybody, go and watch the game. Ego was like, oh, and the Aurora wall did wall off 2 damage dealers, so they're not able to secure the kill. And I was like, he didn't say my name, so he's trying to save me. But at the same time, I deserve it. I deserve to get shunned for that fucking wall. And oh my god. And I was so it was so eye-opening, but I just realized, I was like, you know, I don't know. It's a whole different game, and it's not really one I think I enjoyed the way that I would normally. It does have its merits. Like I said, I had that fix where I got that 4-man ult and the game-changing ult where we wiped the whole team. I felt it. I felt the taste of it. But it was like so few and far between that I don't know. I don't think if I had to play only OPL, I would not be playing OP. I couldn't do it.
The
highs, the lowest lows.
I feel like you might have learned something though from that experience, right? Like something that carries over to your casual games.
Pretty much what I learned was it doesn't matter if the objective is going to spawn in 20 seconds or 30 seconds. It's about everything before, like it's about before that. Because when I tell you, I was there for the objective when it was going to spawn. It was up in 20 seconds. I was going to be there in 20 seconds. But
in
they
20,
didn't care.
As it spawned.
As it spawned.
Okay.
They didn't care. The enemy team already was on it. They were posturing for it. They were ready to push anybody out. And when I got there, they were killing everybody else on my team. So like I have to think 15 seconds before the objective. And oh man. And I also I got too nervous. I was so worried about throwing my ult away. I would either throw it too late or too early. And I was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I have a lot of experience and I know how to play a tank. I do. I don't know how to play Aurora a lot. Right, but I know what her value is, and if I know what her value is, I should be able to play off that, right? As given the amount of time I put in, it didn't matter because they knew how to account for my adaption. So
that's
what I wasn't ready for.
And was that a team decision for you to play Aurora, or you wanted to?
It was that or Steel. And Aurora was, I guess.
Oh yeah, because every tank is banned and picked, right?
We also we kind of messed up on the draft. Like we left Rampage and Adele open, and we both gave them Adele and Rampage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my
that was
god.
violent.
I could have given that. I could have taken Rampage at the minimum, and I swear if I had Rampage versus Adele, Adele would be limping back to quick play. I promise you. But the fact that we gave it up because like what's it called? I think the comms where they picked up Rampage. What do we do? And I was like, Drongo and Mako because I was like, we could pick up Drongo and Mako because Drongo's a tank shredder. It's a tank meta. Mako's the best support in the game. You know, and if anything, I could take Steel and Aurora solo. And then they locked in Adele, which I guess didn't occur. We didn't think about. You know, it might have been my bad. I called it out too. So maybe I put that idea of skipping over Adele and just going for Drongo and Mako. And we locked it in, and then pops up pink-tailed Lucifer, and and there she is, dude. And it pissed me off. I won the lane phase. It's not even like I had the diff. The character didn't have items, didn't have minions, didn't have anything. All she had was an ultimate, and that ultimate was the only thing that mattered. It didn't matter her items. Oh, it pissed me off beyond belief.
100%, man. Like, it's so, oh my god, it is like super tough. I came to my mortal senses. Okay, I came to like spit and understand the facts when I started like seeing these people like play at a high level. I think Cordy, I was casting with you actually when it happened. It was because like we see like an insane Feng Mao, like I think it was from like Force or something. I don't know. It was earlier on, but like he got a kill in mid lane. And then he expended his blink to get another kill at someone's core. He then dropped a ward in between the towers and then he like dropped a ward in between the towers, cleared the wave so that tower's lane would push towards that T1 that would still up, and then went through the tower line in order to lock down the objective. And we were like talking about it, and I think I lost my mind. Like people like clipped it. I'm like, wait, it looks like he chased a kill, but by getting that kill, it opened up the wave, which lets the wave now push with his mid laner who's rotating to solo lane with the carry so that they can get that off the wave, go get Garland, which he is also rotating to. And now since he dropped the ward in between the towers, if that jungler comes out, he will see that they are making the rotation out of the base towards the jungle that he is currently invading with his team so he can play defense if the gates coming from their inhibitors. And I literally was just brain melted. I'm like, I'm not an OPL player. Yeah. I was like, the level of like forethought is nuts.
That's the beauty of MOBAs, man. Like on MOBAs, everyone starts off like at level 1, right? You start at level 1 and you get your items eventually, but it comes down to like, but you have to play ahead of time. You don't play like you don't just play the game. You have to think like multiple steps ahead of what you, and especially like in competitive and like 5v5, you have to like think of multiple things. Like how we always say, okay, they're set up for the objective. The objective hasn't spawned for 30 seconds yet, but they're already set up. They already have wards. They have repositioning. They're looking to poke you out. They're looking to burst your maybe get your ultimate, maybe get your blink, maybe get a karma. There's all these little things that come into factor that leads to getting that securing that small victory, which leads up to other small victories, which leads into overall having the victory overall, like winning the game. That's the beauty of MOBAs, man. It's small little details and thinking ahead before. You're not playing in the present. You're always playing like 15 to 30 seconds ahead of what's going to happen. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like it was like, I think that was the moment that I like really like mentally, I was like, I love competitive. Like I love like viewing it because like off like backtrack, like that one play, he locked down a kill, pushed up a wave to get a tower, got vision, and invaded all in sub 10 seconds with like 4 buttons. And I'm like, I would have never thought to do that. Like he's prepared for if they counter invade, he has the vision for it. He has a guarantee to take the tower, and then his like team after they take the tower will be clear to rotate because he's already playing defense from their core line. I was like, dude, it's so like They're so like the
Big
third
brain.
eye
Yeah.
is so big, dude, on some of these players. Like even like some of the players were like they're just cocky and good. Like Blub and Sparrow only, like for example, although they would hate me comparing them to each other because they have carry beef and I love it. Like their positioning IQ is nuts. Like I was like watching a game where Sparrow only was about to take a Revenant ult, and as like he sees the Revenant ult coming, he dashes backwards to get behind the structure. Like the blue camp, and then there's like the 3 pillars around it.
Mhm.
Like those 3 things. He used dash to backwards dash, so it would take longer to get to him. It positioned himself around the pillar. That way Revenant couldn't use his 1 immediately when he got rooted, and then he just danced around it the entire time and like got out of the revolt with basically full HP. It's like small
Big
stuff
brain
like
plays,
that,
man.
dude. Yeah, it's huge. All right. That was a good little glaze some of the player segment. It feels like.
How's the OPL going, by the way? This is our 3rd set that we've had.
Yeah, no, I think we're like 5 sets deep.
5?
We're about to be 5 sets deep. Yes. Our 5th set is tomorrow. Our 6th and 7th set is next week, and then we have the tournament on Saturday and Sunday. Which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm very excited, and I am hoping the devs did give me a tab to post stuff within the official server, so that's there now. But like it's kind of like unnoticeable, like it's under breathtaking moment. It just says tournaments where I can like make posts to the official Discord for people to see. So
can you add everybody or no?
I can't currently, but we're talking to them. Like currently, the thing is like, what if we make a tournament role people are interested in, they can get, and then they'll get that ping that I can ping out to anybody who wants to be pinged about it. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. But ultimately the goal is more people seeing it and how many people are popping in the server and just like, oh, click, what's going on in this new thing.
Yeah, I would really like them to put more attention on it, man. Competitive is just really good for MOBAs. I would like them to put more attention, make it under the global announcements, and make it under Twitter as well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I believe we'll get there. It's just a little bit of a slower going process, but I think we're gonna get there. I'm hopeful. Cordy's gonna be casting with me on the tournament next week. I have not confirmed this film. Do not actually take it for granted. I am BMing
next week.
Yeah, next Saturday and Sunday is going to be the overpowered opener.
I don't think I got anything going on, so
I will not lie.
I'll let you know.
Ooh, I did get kicked off the naming of the tournaments. Ego did confirm that with me. I can't name tournaments going forward.
That's true. Yeah.
I think I said like the time because like Ego says it looks like a Prime party when everybody goes to do Prime, and I was like, call it the Prime Party Pummel.
It was at media, bro. I was like, yeah. How about what if we don't?
Yeah, you're off the team, no more.
It's insane.
All right, guys. We do have a small little patch to go over. Very minimal patch. I was really hoping for a big one. I've been pushing it for a while now. Like this is the passive patch. I was really looking forward to it.
You diffed me, Cordy.
You got me excited, dude. I was ready for the game to shatter itself
in
half.
Jon Snow lied to me. Let me get this all situated here. But yeah, so a really small patch, man. Nothing too crazy with this patch. A little upsetting. I was hoping for the passive patch would have been massive, but I guess we're gonna be getting it when Terra comes out. So we get a new hero and we get Terra.
Is out. Also passives, and then it's just every passive of everything.
Yeah. So
we changed nothing but adding this.
But that's gonna be pretty huge, man. Passive's gonna be huge. But for this patch, we didn't really get much. We got a new skin. I don't even know if this is like a redesign because it's only like a normal skin. No, I love this
Paragon skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that skin, dude.
Okay. So this is original like OG Paragon skin?
I think so, yeah.
That's what I thought too, because they put it as a normal. It doesn't look bad, but they put it as a normal. So it's like, okay, I guess this is a remake.
Yeah, it's usually their formula, right?
Like I love it, dude. It says like Drongo was here spray painted on his.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
Rusty and rickety, dude.
Yeah, I saw that. We have a couple of buffs. We got Gideon. Dimensional Ray stays a little bit longer. Mako is cooldown. But the main thing, I guess, is like the tanks. So
Yeah.
Rampage, Aurora, and Severa, because right now we are in a tank meta, which is cool. I'm all down for it. But they were doing a little bit more damage, so they nerfed their damage. I still think those characters are really good. I think tanks are still pretty good, right? The base damage doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. Rampage and Sev, I feel like they definitely needed to be touched. Aurora, yet again, just why? Stop it, God.
I will say with the Rampage pass, they're like, hey, Rampage is #1 banned in competitive OPL. Why? It must be his smash the floor damage. What?
Yeah.
He presses one button and he gets 600 health.
Dude,
what
that's
do you
so
mean?
nuts, man.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, I see what you tried to do. You have the target, you just have the wrong caliber of bullet to penetrate the target because you completely. What? When I saw Rampage, I was like, oh, they probably brought his ult from 600 off of it to like 350, 400, right? Something doable. Something that's like maybe an extra 2 abilities, not 4 extra abilities at level 6 or 5. Oh, they missed. I saw that and I was just like, close. Try again next week.
I don't know. A lot of people think I'm in the boat where I want backliners to be doing all the damage. I'm fine with them not touching these tanks, man. I'm glad we're in a tank meta. We just came up with a warrior meta, where Crunch, Seraph, Grux, all those warriors were just kind of always being played in the jungle. Even sometimes in the solo lane, but I'm glad we currently have a tank meta. I just want to do damage to the tanks as a caster.
Oh man, like I'm not over like just having to use 7 abilities to kill somebody, but like we're sort of like, oh, we just came off a warrior meta to tanks, which is like factually true, like it is like logistically like looking at the class is true, but like it doesn't mean that like I used to like have to drop 5 Gideon rocks to kill Crunch, and now we're in a new meta where I have to drop 7 Gideon rocks to kill Severog. It's like it is technically a different meta, but it is still very similar. And I do think that the only thing that you can like adjudicate that is different is the amount of damage that these characters were putting out. Because like Crunch would solo you. He'd pull up on your house with like or Sarith, and they'd be like, yeah, you died like that. And it'd be like, okay, well, GG, I'll find my way out, good sir. But like these tanks take just as long, in most cases significantly longer, to still kill off, and it feels like they're still doing solid damage too. So in my games today, when Sephiroth walked up on me, I was still feeling those soul steals.
Yeah.
So what have you played this past week as far as like roles go, Ego? Because I know Whoopi's playing his tanks, right? Are you playing more mid lane or what?
I have been on my mid lane and Drongo role because I'm here to put tanks where they need to be. The dirt, the ground.
Hold on. Let me preface this. When he says Drongo, he
Drongo
means 7 wind element Drongos.
Bro, that's cap. I've done it once. It worked. It was funny.
But when I tell you, I'm like he was in Discord when it happened. I'm playing Destiny. Like I'm nowhere near overprime, and I just hear the fuel, just like oh my god, I procced uranium round 6 times.
Oh, dude.
He bought. And I was like, yeah, dude, this is what he's instead of it being Drongo, it's Wongo, because it's Wukong Drongo just building 7 wind elements, proccing uranium rounds 10 times. You see what we're talking about? He doesn't need crit. He just needs attack speed. Oh.
Just a mono proc. Yeah, no, like I was talking to Be Better Pure about it, and he like said the funniest shit about it. He's like, dude, when you're playing Drongo, it feels like you're assaulting people with math. You're like, this bullet's going to do an extra 6% because you have more HP than me. But however, it's also the 3rd bullet, so it's going to do an additional 4% true damage. It also is going to tick you for now an additional X amount because I have chainsaw. So you're going to get that too. Now deal with these numbers. You're at half. And I'm like, yo, but he's right, man. So I've been on my Drongo arc. I played a Wraith game today, because Blue Heart has made Grim a menace.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun when I played him.
Grim is a actual terror with this thing on, dude. He gets Blue Heart plus like rampaging, hits you with the ball. And like I was playing with Vet yesterday, and he's like ults a guy, and he's like GTFO. He's like, bro, did you see how much damage it did? And as I'm turning the camera to look, he hits him with the displacement orb, and it kills him. And I'm like, no, I did not see how much damage it did. You you cycled him, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my god, it's so annoying. I hate it.
I need to play some more Grim. It was pretty crazy because we'll get to it, but yeah, Blue Heart it's 20% now when you have your shield, and Grim is one of those characters where he's like in the far back, so he's not really losing that shield. He's always keeping it up. So long range Qs and ultimates. But yeah, I like that we have tanks. I'm all for it. I just want to be able to contribute as a caster. I want to be able to contribute because Rangers, we know that they're going to do their damage. I still think they're overtuned, and if we nerf the Rangers down, we need to buff the casters to help them with shredding these tanks. Or that could be the game that they want. They want a caster be supports and not a actual carry in the game. I don't know.
Maybe.
But speaking of casters, Bellica got a nerf.
Why?
Scaling on the ults. Yeah, I'm not.
Good question.
Chat, anybody who's complaining about Bellica? Please don't be shy. Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
It's not me.
Won't ban you.
I'm not worried about Bellica.
This is another one that I was like, this is a bigger why for me is Shinbi. Shinbi got a nerf. I understand, like, maybe at the casual level, she kind of dominates, I guess. Even at the casual level, where I play a lot of the casuals too. I really don't feel Shinbi, the impact of Shinbi. Like, it's rare when I see Shinbi doing really well and like carrying the game. So I don't know. I'm not sure why they nerfed the Shinbi.
What do you think about Shin Bliss Ego?
I feel like she's a character who was like really dominant super late game. You got her like 25 minutes, got the life steal, you got the pin, you got the power. Okay, well, it's time for me to stop 3v1ing and, you know, just start winning the game. You know, it could have been like super powerful. And I will say it is kind of obnoxious when you're not organized, you know, because anti-heal exists, but people generally aren't building it if you're not like a more knowledgeable player. So she could like run rampant. I'm not surprised. I was gonna say like I'm okay with it. Like it's not the worst thing we've seen as assassin players, but like at the end of the day, it feels like unnecessary. I'd be okay with it if it was just like this, but then you nerfed this and the item that makes her good.
Yeah,
so it's like just snap, just stop. It's just like, oh my god.
But like that she's a mage assassin, man. She's supposed to kill you like that. She's supposed to do that. I don't understand why they keep nerfing assassins, man.
She's supposed to kill one target and die. She's killing one target and sustaining the other 4.
Buff ass.
Buff ass.
Yeah, dude.
The sustained part is probably coming from Archon. The damage.
It is, and she has inherent life steal on her wolf dance, by the way, too. So that's stacking with it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Ego said, people aren't building life or anti-heal. But from what I can tell, her and Rampage are unique because you have to kind of build like 80% anti-heal. I found out that the anti-heal items, they stack. So some people, when they have to deal with a Shinbi that's running around, they'll buy 2 of the what's it called? The anti-heal armor items to deal. Ego, you all right, bro?
Yeah, sorry. The light's been hitting me like beeline, and
You're
I'm
like 2 frames per second right now.
Wait, I'm lacking? Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Oh, wait, you look good.
Please.
There you go. But like her life steal is very strong, and the only way you could really stop it is if she stops targeting someone. Like if she's stunned and the wolves are dancing, she's healing through it. So you kind of have to build up massive amounts of anti-heal. But I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm okay. I don't know why we nerf the ult. I think we just nerf the life steal on the wolf dance.
Yeah,
we'd be okay.
If that's the problem, right? If she's healing and people aren't buying anti-heal, and Archon Gospel,
it's a skill issue.
Yeah, I don't know.
It can be. Yeah.
It's just like I also want mage assassins to be good in the game, to do well in the game, but they just the reason keep nerfing them.
You say that, but I haven't seen you with the hashtag buff ass Cordy. All right.
Right now, I'm on my hashtag buff casters.
He's
right now.
Yeah. Okay. I got my Sev. I got my tank buff. All right. You guys are next in queue.
You got your next 7 tank buffs.
And then we get the
Wolfie?
caster buff, and then after
No.
that, maybe we'll talk about assassin.
Wait. Yeah, I'm on the caster one, man.
Yeah.
But next up we got Wraith. His rewind got longer, which is pretty cool,
Why?
I guess.
Yeah. Why is Wraith in the patch notes though? I have a question. Why? I don't understand. Like, is the only thing I know Wraith is really good with, like the whole the on-hit build works really well on him. But I mean, like, as a caster, you kind of want AoE damage, not really. I mean, but Wraith isn't. I guess Wraith, because he's not AoE.
Mhm.
You go with the on-hit. I don't know. I don't know why they buffed him. Is there a lot of people complaining about not playing Wraith?
Yeah, I guess that's the reason why they buffed him, just to make his kit better. I mean, that rewind's pretty nice. The range is pretty. I noticed it in mid. I was playing to get some Wraith, but it's definitely more noticeable.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Just
Okay.
questionable changes on these characters. Like tanks, kind of understand, but like Belica shouldn't be in Wraith. It's I don't know. Like they wanted to just fill up the patch, I guess. But up to item balances, so secret assassination technique, getting some gold reduction, a little cheaper. Blood offering. I tried running it, but I feel like what I need as a caster, it didn't really feel that great to build into early on, or even build into.
I agree. Like it's like they're trying to make it good, but it's just the passive on witch issues is too good.
Yeah,
Like it makes your trade significantly better.
and then you need your tank shred, rampaging Toto, of course. You need those items. So putting more money into this, it just didn't seem that great early on. Did anybody rock the Greatsword Hurricane yet?
I have not.
Boris's do. I've been seeing Boris's do it. It's not like
that
a
become
first. It's not a first item rush. It's more because I think that the swipe that he does counts as 5 basics.
Oh, yeah.
So you stack up Hurricane with one ability pretty much. But I don't know. I feel like Boris is better as a tank than he is like a weird hybrid. But I have been seeing Boris's run around with Greatstone. Or Greatsword, rather.
Yeah.
Greatsword, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little cheaper. 15 CDR is always great. And then you get a little bit of defense as well. That.
15 cooldown.
But Shockwave Generator. This is an item that is like just dominant in tank builds.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was talking, we're talking about those games that Whoopi was playing. You don't even like need to build magical defense. You just build this item because of the passive. It gives you like 35 magical D, but it gives you 600 health, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then just a 2-second stun, which is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A 2-second stun in response to you trying to do your job. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna put him down stunned. Nope. Well, all right. I guess he lives, boys.
Yeah.
Huge team fight ultimate, or ultimate. It is an ultimate. Huge team fight ability. It's literally Mako stun. 2 seconds, and then Zemia's got a little change. I don't know. I didn't check any numbers on this. But have you played a lot with Zemia's, Whoopi?
Yeah, I have. It's negligible. I don't know. I build Zima's for the constant pressure on top of my abilities, not because it really does damage. It just helps me. I used to build it because it helped clear the lane.
Yeah.
Now I use it because if I'm fighting somebody and we're going blow for blow on ability, my trade will outdo theirs just because of the tick. And you could lower the number is really as much as you really want, but having just like passive damage for no reason, it should give you the benefit of the fight, but I don't know. I don't know why they keep touching Zima's. I was totally fine where it was. I don't know who's complaining about it. Maybe they did it because because it is a tank meta, and a lot of tanks do like to buy the mask to help with the clear on the camps.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
The other thing
But,
too,
as a laning phase, it's fine.
they said in like the dev comments, and we talk about like these health right now in the game, Sevarog and Rampage. Sevarog can get a lot of health in the game, and then Rampage just hits his ultimate and gets a crap ton of health. I think 1,100 at max at level 3. So that helps a lot with doing a lot of shred with Zemia's toy.
Yeah.
So I'm just nerfing that that health end for that item. But that's Mutant Poe. This one's a little bit interesting. I've never really been a big fan of Mutant Poe, but they nerfed the base damage 150 to 100, but they increased the scaling, the magical power scaling, which means like you have to kind of build magical power to kind of make it a little bit better. But I don't know. I never really.
See the reason why they nerfed it though?
I
think in the comments it says because of Decker.
At the same time, the magical power coefficient will be increased. This changes expected to improve synergy for certain heroes, Decker, Kwong, and Richter, who previously used Moonpo, paired with magical power items.
Like, the Kwong hasn't been played, so that's not real. Richter got nerfed to the point where he's not even a damage dealer anymore. Richter is. Kwong was when he was prominent in the game, but he hasn't been for, like, what, about a month now? Decker is like one of the top 3 supports, so it makes sense for Decker. Kwong shouldn't be there, and Richter got nerfed to the point where he needs like 4 damage items before he feels like he was old Richter when he came out. And even then, you know, he's not the best support to have in that lane. So,
yeah, I don't know, for the supports, for like Mako, of course, it's like that. It's like that little triangle, right? You have like Mako, Muriel, and Narbash. I think we have seen a little bit of Decker though. That's because was it Yuzurski? He pulled out the Decker. Have we seen any more?
Yeah, we have. I think she's tied for the. Do I have it open? I could have it open in like.
So other support.
She guarantees the early game.
I think she's tied for the most picked character right now.
Yeah,
really.
She almost has she almost has the highest win rate. It's I've said it like before. She just dominates the early game so hard.
The lane pressure.
She just like dominates, but also like we forget that a little bit ago she did get a buff with a reduction to her ult, so she's able to drop it more frequently. So. I mean, she's the queen of snowballs. Like if you want to establish early pressure and win out on a lane, it almost forces the enemy team's jungler to show prio and show a lot more face on those objectives, on those lanes. Because if not, the Decker can just win you the lane. Like that is not just a stun. That is a stun that is guaranteeing most of the time multiple, like, and I mean 3 to 5 auto attacks from these players, because if you stay still, they are going to just be able to lock on and drift you unless you have like a blink or a movement ability. You just get bullied out of the lane.
And that's just like
end game.
And that's just like one person playing, right? It's not Yuzurski playing it multiple times. Like these are different support mains that are playing her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think. Let me.
I was gonna say, is that like because other supports are being picked? Like is Mako's being picked, so they go with a Decker over a Muriel and Narbash?
So normally Mako's been getting banned out.
Okay.
Like Mako's found himself onto the ban list. Whenever he's available, you know, he does like still get picked up. He is still like hands down the best support of the game, and not like really a close thing. But no, she is just super strong right now overall. Like I think if we look at Decker, Decker is currently tied for most picked character within the OPL. It's a 3-way tie between her, Drongo, and Gideon. And she also on games that I think this will be a cool thing to like make a point here. On games that she has been locked in, which is 7, what percentage of those games do you think she's won?
90. I'd say at least 90.
Yeah, I guess like 5 out of 7.
Because in OPL, dude, early game is what wins the game. So
90 locked in. Like you too, Cordy?
Yeah, is it like 5 out of 7, I guess?
She has a 100% win rate.
Really?
Yeah. Because
she has not lost.
You know how Mako heals and pokes? He outpokes Mako's healing.
Yeah. She just out-pressures people out the
But that's early game. That's only early game. Mako can heal as much as he wants. When Decker stuns you and then the ADC gets 3 autos off her free, no Mako can heal through that. So they'll kill the ADC. When it gets to end game, you know, Mako takes over with the healing. But
how many different teams have picked her? Like it's not just like one good support player who's on a really good team.
It has been picked
7 times.
It's been so it's 7 times. She has won 7 individual games. So she has been locked in 3 sets at minimum.
3 sets.
It's been locked in a minimum of 3 sets. You know, and that is also assuming. So let me actually check here. No, actually, she's been locked in all 4 of the sets we have played. In every game that she has been locked in, that team has won the game.
Yep. And like someone like Muriel gets countered by 1 item, you know, so she's not on the board. Narbash, they nerfed unfair trade, which I don't think it was honestly too much. I think Narbash and Mako are still going to be really potent. But like she guaranteed. Then picture this: pair a Decker with a Rev. Rev wins 1v1s all day, and then he's got Decker to do it to help him.
Actually, wait. I was actually in the wrong tab. I was at the pick rate. Her win rate, her win rate is still 70. It is still the highest among supports at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually, not true. Narbash was picked once and won once. So Narbash
doesn't really count.
Narbash is 100%.
But as far as characters, as support characters have been picked at least 4 or more times, she does have the highest win rate currently over the course of 7 games.
And who is so I've had Narbash, Mako's always been. So it's either Decker or I guess Muriel is the other option.
Yeah, and like Muriel just does not get picked like she used to get picked.
Yeah, and that was the problem too with Muriel before is like if the enemy team had Mako and you play Muriel, you're losing that early pressure just because she has no wave pressure, no lane pressure.
Yeah, it looks like
shields.
Yeah. So yeah, man, the dichotomy of Decker and Mutant Poe Decker drawing it full circle there. She gets that little bit of Poe on and she smacks you in the face with a little orb for like an extra 50 damage or something like that.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
She wins early. She guarantees early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
And say it with me, boys. The only part of the game that's guaranteed
is the late game.
Early
But yeah, we briefly touched on it. Unfair trade. Archon Gospel got a nerf as well. The little spicy one though, Blue Heart. I've always liked Blue Heart. I've always picked it up anyways. When I was like late game, just because that shield is pretty huge, especially on someone who has like, you know, you can block a really key ability and stay alive. It's when it comes to like late game, it's more about survivability than adding on more damage. But 20%, man. 20% while that shit's active, and Grim just in the back, just fucking tossing balls at you.
Percentage power is it's like a steep line you have to cross. Like you can't just give percentage power out like hotcakes. They got to be careful with that, I think.
Played Blue Heart on Wraith today. Felt great.
Did it?
Went Witch Issues, Blue Heart, and then Totos, and started sniping the Revenant for 800. I'm like, how do you like those long range crits, brother?
did we see any of that? Well, we didn't have it. Wait, the patch came out today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I haven't seen. Okay, we haven't seen any pro play on it yet.
No. We will tomorrow. Tomorrow.
We'll see if like maybe Grim might be looked at a little bit more in the
I'm
OPL.
I'm so curious. I kind of hope he does get a little bit of a.
Next up, we have a buff to the best item in the game, best karma in the game. We're going to karmas now. Purge.
Yeah.
Never bad.
Karma is so good. With 3 seconds now rather than 2. So that's pretty huge. I like it. I've always run Purge.
I'll tell you, Purge will be broken when they make it so that if I purge all CC to my team. That's when it's broken.
Oh yeah, that'd be too broken. Yeah. I think Purge should probably purge Karmas as well. You can't be silenced. You can't be back-to-back pained or...
You're using reason. Stop it.
And then the last thing is Consolation, just increasing 10% power. Physical and magical, which honestly, I might start looking into building because casters suck against tanks.
See, I don't... Okay, for casters, yeah, but I had like a Rev pop it and run at me. And
early game Rev or late game Rev?
Or both.
Late game Rev is scary.
I was just like, okay, you're still dead? And I was like, oh no, he glowed blue for a second. What happened? Like it didn't really throw me off, but
hit him with the "you're still lift."
You know, somebody maybe like Grim with Blue Heart and Wraith or Blue Heart, they pop it. You know, you're at like 1200 health. You pop Consolation, then you pop them for 1400.
You just gave me my next YouTube video.
Please, no.
40% extra power. Oh my! The ball is gonna hit for like 2K.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts.
One tap Grim. That's what you call it.
Oh yes!
Oh,
I'm building that
God.
shit. That's
Dude,
it.
Not if I
He's
post it
gonna
first.
find like a Decker that like DC'd right away. She's level 4. He's level 12.
He's gonna hit the screenshot. He's gonna hit the clickbait. Film the absolutely most busted character, Paragon, the
Yeah.
Overprime.
We got to do that,
It would
dude.
be insane.
40% power. So we got. I already know the build, dude. We got Witch's Shoe. That's gonna hit hard. The Mathematician's proc, 20% from Blue Heart, and then Constellation adding another 40%. So that ball is gonna hit for so much damage.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Cordy, real quick. A little off topic, a little minor off topic. Did you know you could upload thumbnails on Twitch? Why is no one doing this?
For like the recent videos, like recent broadcasts?
Yeah, for your VODs. Yeah.
Oh.
You can put thumbnails on those.
I don't know you can do that.
I feel like that's a you thing. Like, you know, like a stream for me is just a stream for me, but yours is like an event. Kind of makes sense for you.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
I like went to it. I'm like, oh man, I want to change the thing because the picture of like the thing was like me doing a face I won't because I know you'll use it for the thumbnail, get wrecked. So like I was like, dude, Twitch, why'd you do me dirty? And like next to the 3 options, it was like upload thumbnail, and I'm like, bro, what?
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
Clicked it. I'm like, dude, we got new.
They're just catching up, I guess.
Got there, boys.
But yeah, that is a patch, man. Again, a minor patch. I was really because Jon Snow has said it twice. He said the passives are going to come, and he's like, you know, if everything goes well, the passives are going to be coming whenever we get 40 heroes. Boris was the 40th hero, so January, and then he also said the second stream that it was going to be coming in January. So I was thinking it was going to be early January, which was this patch, but I guess we're going to be getting it at the end of the month with Terra, which is going to be a really big patch.
Guarantee you they found like a problem with the passives. They're like, Chimera gets an extra health stack on his passive, and then he fell through the floor for no reason. And that's probably why it's on hold or something like that. I'm interested with the passives. I'm a little bit worried about how they're going to pair with items. I think I've said that before, but
yeah.
I'm hopeful they'll make characters better. I'm hopeful they'll make some like Countess playable again, you know?
Yeah, dude. I think we were talking about today. We wanted Countess to have 3 dashes, short range dashes, and she could like go to each target. You know what I mean? Have like charges. Like that would be a cool way to do it. But
I don't remember like the old passives. I don't remember what
Countess's old passive
was true damage.
That she got every time she killed somebody. That was nuts.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Vintage Countess, like her like old thing was every time she killed you, she got like a blood stack that gave her like life steal, but also gave her true percent damage that she would do to you now with her abilities. It was insane. You would see a Countess get a kill early, and you'd just be like,
I'm not a tank anymore. I'm just more gold.
You'd look up and you'd see like triple kill, and you're like, we're deft.
Dude.
We're fucking dead.
Imagine.
Oh my god! Don't bring that back, Tolif. Like we actually know what buff ass do it. Pull the trigger.
It's gonna be nuts, man. The passive patch is gonna be insane time for Paragon. There's gonna be so much like playability and there's so many different things to try and all these different characters to try again. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited for it. It'll be a good shakeup with the game for sure. Maybe it'll make casters do damage to tanks.
Yeah, every caster passive has percent damage.
The caster roll just has its own passive.
It will be a game changer, boys. It will be a game changer.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything else on the patch?
No, nothing really on the patch. It's a small patch. Nothing crazy. Just waiting for the next patch.
You guys got anything coming up that you wanted to? Oh, we have a 24-hour stream for Cordy.
Let's go.
Speaking
the
of
website.
Speaking of that, yeah. So I am going to be. My birthday is on the 15th, January 15th. You know, similar to Martin Luther King. Hell yeah. We do birthdays on the 15th. We're doing a 24-hour stream on Sunday, leading into my birthday on the 24th. Or on the 15th. And then what I'm going to do is, man, all the donations that we get there is going to help me. And I already told my wife this because she's like, what I wanted for Christmas or what for my birthday. And I told her I really just want to make that website. I really want to get that website going. So everything that I can get raised on that stream, that 24-hour stream, is going to help me to fund the website to make it for like all the new players that are coming into Paragon, and people that are playing now, to have a website to go to that shows like, you know, high level players, what they're building, and like me, because like I follow the scene, I follow the ranked players, I follow the OPL, like the scenes there, and just getting like, these are what, you know, top players are picking, or like what my input is kind of as well. But these are what we're picking, and kind of give it like a build, and just it'll be easy for me to go in and then just change it in and out.
Yeah.
Rather than make a brand new video every time.
Bring your wallets to the stream on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's gonna
I'm
be fun.
preparing mine. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, it's ramen for the next few weeks. All
No
right.
more Panera.
No, Panera. Dude, that we got a gift card for Christmas to Panera Bread. That shit is expensive.
It's so pricey,
overly
bro.
priced.
It is, bro. It's not worth the price tag. It's 100% not.
Grilled cheese is.
No.
Grilled cheese is gas.
And it's so like, how are these guys in business with how expensive their food is?
I can't say it on the stream, but a certain archetype of Americans with some purses that have dogs in them. You know who you are. You know who you are.
You know where you stand.
There's a line, and you know where you are in it.
Hey guys, what do you got going on?
You got any LPL stuff?
Well, if you're going first, Doug.
Damn it. To be honest with you, I did competitive on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm burnt out. Saturday, I'll probably do a Destiny stream, do some raids with the boys, have some like kind of variety. And I was actually thinking about touching on Pred next week. Just get a refresher. I know this is the Outplayed podcast where we talk everything over.
No, we can talk about
it's
fine, but
33% is over. It's insane.
But I was just thinking, because like I have so many people coming in, especially with the betas ending on Paragon. People are like, yeah, dude, I played Paragon, I love it. Now I'm stuck on Pred until Paragon comes back. I haven't revisited Pred in like 2 months, so I'm thinking about that. I have to see if I'll lose like my partnership if I do that.
I'll make sure you do. I'm kidding.
But other than that, it's about it. It's normal streams Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I'm thinking about just like, you know, maybe take like a week off. It doesn't have to be Pred. It might be something else either. I don't know.
Any particular reason for going to Pred? Is it more of a frustration factor from Overprime, or like
it's not really a reason. It's just to see how the other half lives.
Okay.
Because like people say they come in, they chat, and they say the same thing. Why do you like this? Why do you like Overprime, Overpred? Blah, blah. I see the same thing on repeat. I want to like make sure, like refresh my opinions to see if anything's different or if they change anything. But that's really about it.
Okay.
What about you, Ego?
1 second, because I should have opened this faster, but I didn't, so I'm deaf. Okay, there it goes.
OPL schedule.
Just gonna post that in the bottom. So if you look to the comments, you'll see.
What is that?
You'll see something there.
Thank you for following Overpowered. Oh.
What is that?
Oh. So, because I heard there's a vacancy in
Where's
the
my
top
follow?
streamer.
Where's my follow?
It's nuts.
What?
It's nuts. So, since I heard there's a vacancy for one of the top Paragon, the Overprime streamers, I figured I'd real quick, within literally milliseconds, make myself a Twitch channel so I can do an individual stream. Here's the thing. I'm not going to tell people when. I'm not telling you, but at some point, with one viewer, a new Twitch streamer by the name of Overpowered Ego will
Overpowered _ because you didn't space.
Yeah, bro. Listen, dude. Underpowered.
Did someone have Overpowered Ego taken?
No, I had it 2 months ago, and it doesn't release it back to the public for 3 months. So like, I have to. I'm diffed by me from the past. It's insane. But like, also that's a stupid policy. Twitch, it's so dumb. Be like, yeah, you can't have it because someone else had it before you. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like if Goodwill got a donation, they put it in a trunk for a year. It's stupid.
I can't even find it on the Twitch list. The account doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. So like, if I wait 1 second.
Did you misspell it?
You can type something.
No, just click the name, you diff.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, look, it's your own picture too.
Account created 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Account created 3 hours ago. So at some point during the week, I'm going to do a stream with just myself to this account, and I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm literally just going to go live and see who stops by, you know. So the world will not know. I'm just going to just go live, and I'm going to be there, and I'm literally going to be like this. I'm gonna
add everybody in my Discord.
Oh wait! I have a Band-Aid, so I have I'm gonna have a thing that says put the Band-Aid on. Just...
Hey, it's me, Black Wolfie.
Yeah. Exactly. Guys, we have Wolfie at home. And they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're streaming," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I heard you quit the community. Wolfie quit the community." So
Wolfie
someone
went
had
to
to
Brad.
sub in.
There's a vacancy.
Yeah, the top spot is available.
I'm interested in seeing your stream.
No, Cody told me not to stream, and he's right. This is such a mistake. Oh,
just watch what you say, man.
Dude, oh god, I'm canceled. The world is gonna know who I really am.
I know.
It's insane.
I know. It's okay.
They're going to know, Cordy. I'm gonna say stay overpowered, and they're gonna be like, you don't fucking mean it. But
Your Walmart ego, what is that?
dude,
Ego would have talked fast about the securing of the Prime buff. You didn't say anything.
it's insane.
I don't know why, but it just randomly popped up in my head. But I just had an image of your desktop again. Dude,
that hurts my head.
Dude, that was so disgusting, man.
It's not that bad, bro. I have a lot going on, dude. Don't talk about it like that, dude.
Can we? I'll tell you what, I don't know. I don't know if we show the chat.
Dude, it's not even bad, bro. Okay,
I saw like 6 pictures of Narbash.
It's crazy. What's crazier is like easily 100 plus icons on the monitor, right?
And then he complains about frame rates losing in overprime, bro. It's probably because your computer's processing the 17 JPEGs of yourself behind overprime.
You're diffed. Okay, you're diffed. Okay, if you don't love yourself, nobody else will, which is why no one loves me. So moving on.
That's trauma response.
I just dude, I saw all those like images or those like icons, and it's like, oh my god, there's so much. And what's crazier too is like it's not even organized. It's like 70% on the left side, and then you have some like scattered on the right side. And you have some in the center of your wall of your desktop.
Okay. So like team stuff is in the middle. YouTube projects are on the bottom left. Folders about OPL are on the top right. Folders with dev information is like on that middle right. That way it's like right there. Really important stuff is on like the kind of middle leftish on the first couple rows because I'm blind in my right eye, so I see it immediately. And then at the top left is thumbnails. Diffed. It is organized. You're diffed.
It's chaotic organization, huh?
Listen. I'll add a channel point thing. When I get affiliated, I'll add a channel point that's 100,000 points, and I'll organize my desktop on stream.
That's sub goal.
Farming.
Sub goal.
I'm not gonna say a damn word in chat. I'm not doing anything. I'm farming. I want this corner to be Narbash corner. I want this corner to be Ego corner. This corner to be OPL, and then this corner for Wolfie funny moment clips.
Wolfie funny moment clips on my Discord is insane.
I am the light of your life.
You are. You by the light of my life, my day, my inspiration. Wait. Oh shit. Oh, I just responded with my new account. I looked
chat, go! Like, no, get in there! YouTube, you're diffed. Watch live, idiots.
Delete. Oh my god. Oh my god. So let me close that account so I don't like actually do that again.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing much else going on. These Paragons were pretty slow. We got rid of the console beta is gone. I think we're getting another CB3. Another console. You hope not?
I think the biggest issue with the CBT was the ping and the auto aim. I think if they buff that out, we'll be all right. As far as I know, there wasn't any server disconnect issues like we have on PC. But they have to get the console as soon as possible.
So I think they are going to do another one because they said in their post there's CBTs in it. Thank you. We'll hope to see you next test. Is what they said. So I think we're getting a third one, and because global launches anywhere now from June, I think we're gonna get a third CBT, and then after that, then we'll probably officially go live.
I need some marketing.
Yeah, that'll come after the game. Unfortunately, we're the marketers essentially
at the moment. Yeah.
Bro, I'm shit at this, dude. My VODs get outviewed by Cordy by like 30%, bro. I'm diffed.
Are you starting to put up your games?
We're going to start, yeah. We're
Yeah, just
looking
promote it.
like after the tournament, we're looking to like just start transferring stuff up onto YouTube and whatnot. But like, I don't know. I'm just a little what's the thing? It's 3 letters and it means like organization means a lot to you. You won't believe me because of my OCD. I'm a little OCD about
Yeah,
thumbnail.
right.
Shut up, you son, bro. It's organized
No
in
way,
my
dude.
way.
I have one icon on my desktop. I have 3 monitors. I have one icon. It's the trash icon.
That's not even real, bro. I literally don't believe you.
It's
I
true.
literally don't believe you.
It's true, man.
God, dude. Like I'm looking. I'm really debating if I want to like send a screenshot of my desktop to you to show the chat, but
Do
I
it.
don't think.
Do it.
You'll have me diffed. You'll have me diffed. I'm not gonna lie. I just went back and looked at it. I don't think I will. I'll send it next week. It'll be the thumbnail for YouTube.
Yeah, the game needs marketing, but first, like, you don't want to market like a broken game, right?
Yeah.
You have like people like to look back at the when it first came out. All those people played the game and then they all left, right? There's other reasons why that happened, but it was like back then it was really buggy. There's a lot of frame drops. It was hiccupy, a lot of stuttering and things like that. So it was kind of a broken game. I don't think we need to do marketing yet. We need to fix the game first, and then we'll do the marketing. I'm hoping for this next CBT that we have either Xboxes included, because I really, really hope that we get Xbox. It would suck.
Dip into that.
It would suck to get Overprime only be on PlayStation. I wouldn't like that. I would rather, I would also like to have Xbox as well. Dip into that. I'm pretty sure Smite on Xbox is probably the more popular one out of like
Smite
PlayStation.
is more popular on Xbox than it is on PC, I think.
And I think PlayStation as well. I think the Xbox beta came first on Smite. For Smite came early on Xbox. So I hope that happens, or we get crossplay. We get to test out crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool as well.
That'd be fun for us.
Here, for us, it will be.
My KD is about to triple.
Maybe I will be a Masters player.
Yeah,
maybe I can hold a candle.
I am a diamond player, bro. Let me go.
But from everything that I've heard from all the people coming into chat and stuff, they enjoyed the console. They want it back. They missed it already, so they really enjoyed it. So it seems like it's going well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Anything else you guys got?
No, man, that's it. Just looking forward to. I don't know if we need to revisit the tier list with the nerfs to the Warriors.
I think we do.
We do that next patch.
But it's gonna get changed. Like I think we wait for full release. To be honest,
dude, what you want to do one every quarter century?
It gets changed like every 2 months. The meta shifts. Like
it does.
They already started nerfing tanks. Next week, I guarantee you, they'll throw them in the fucking dumpster.
But but that's. I don't like having that tier list up because it's outdated already.
All right. Well, if you want one for the video, that's fine. We can do a video.
Because we need to do another one to
next week. It's happening.
Because that's all coming today. Is like, yo, I was looking at your tier list.
We'd be very brief. We'd be very brief. Or I'll tell you what we do is we have a comparison. We have a tier list of what we said, and then we have the new tier list, and all we do is move people up or down. We don't go through all of them again because Iggy is still F tier. I don't care how many times they try to
Margo Stone diffs you.
He does.
And Murdoch is still C tier. Caster Murdoch, man, he's the way.
Mid lane Murdoch is S tier. Dual, he's still C.
Okay, so but now that's it, man. Everyone, where can we find you guys at?
Wolfie.
Twitch.tv/Mike Wolfie. Tuesdays all day. Thursdays all day. Saturdays all night. Saturdays I like to do a little bit of variety. I'll throw around some different games, stuff that I really kind of want to play, or maybe the boys want to message me and play and stuff. So maybe not necessarily overprime stuff. I don't have anything big coming up. Yeah, that's about it. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's it for me.
You can find me normally at the chiropractor after putting duality in my backpack.
Oof.
I can't control it. But no, in all realness, you guys can check us out at the Overpowered Esports, or known as the Overpowered Discord. We release our schedule every week that'll have a compilation of anywhere between 2 to 3 games that all include high octane, high skill gameplay coming from some of the best players, not only in the US, but in the world. So come hang out over with us at twitch.tv/overpowered esport. We have the nice little orange logo now.
Looking fire.
That's mine.
Come hang with us.
You just don't get.
I took a question, in chat. How many people in here know Mike Wolfie for orange and black? And how many of you know Overpowered Esport for your diff?
I think I should walk away and let you guys close it out.
But yeah, that'll be all for us. We have a tournament coming up next week, but we will have a podcast before that tournament. We have specific. Oh, fuck!
Again.
Spilled everywhere.
Overpowered Esport. Schedule those games coming up soon. I don't know what the next team roster is. Keep an eye on the Discord. Join his Discord. Go to Overpowered Esport. Go to his Discord so you get announcements for his tournaments. We got a new overlay that shows all the team statistics. We got an update to the custom game where we get to see where everybody's builds are live. We get also, I believe that there is a pause button on now for custom games.
We got a pause button. It's lit.
So twitch.tv Overpowered Esport. For more professional gameplay there. Cordy, please. I'm running out of stuff to say.
All right, guys. And I've been Cordy. Big events, 24-hour stream Sunday, leading into Monday. So if you guys make sure to stop by and hang out, man. It should be a good time. We're gonna do some stuff. I have my own onesie.
You guys have to use I'm using my shirt.
Is it a penguin?
No,
you told me what it was.
It's a unicorn. It's gonna be a unicorn.
You're a unicorn. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'll be one of the high goals, and I think I'm adding another high goal if we reach it. Extend it to another 24 hours. So should be good, man. Should be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit those goals by myself, to be honest. Yep. I'm gonna be there. I'm just be like, babe, sorry, rent. What can I say? There's a problem with the bank. Just, keep it all according. But yeah, thanks for watching the Outplayed podcast, guys.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.